Bushy's going to show you how to fish our Squidgy Bug. Now this lure was designed for use on the surface, also works really well on a jig head, but have a look at this surface fishing. Bushy's on the water with his mate Righty again, but instead of working natural rocky shorelines, they're casting their unweighted squidgy bugs over, in and around a collection of man-made oyster racks before slowly paddling them back out. This is sudden death fishing, and when you hook a decent fish, there's really not much else you can do except hang on and pull like hell.
Miracle. Stopping around everything. Got him off. Got him back around. Oh no, he got me back the other side.
Oh, well done, mate. Well done.
Oh dear. Oh, it's hard to pretend you're excited when you're doing this this game. I'll just show you what you can catch on a squidgy surface bug. Not a bad estuary perch, and you can see in his mouth here a very cunning little lure we call the Squidgy Bug. Now, if I can get it out of this perch's mouth, that little bug is designed to wriggle along the surface and look like a little prawn, and a lot of fish come up and just cannot resist it, including this nice perch. They're a lovely fish, quite a nice sort of a mouth on these things, found right around the southern part of our coastline, New South Wales, Victoria, estuary perch. Just caught this one out of an oyster rack, and they love these surface bugs. We'll show you how they work in a little bit more detail. Now this is a pretty cunning little lure, this Squidgy Bug. It's flat on the bottom so that when you retrieve it, it comes right up on the surface of the water, skids along, very much in control, and it's got a couple of little red eyes that look like a prawn. And this tail really flagellates when you retrieve it along the surface, so there's a lot of activity comes off that lure and the fish really like it. You may not have seen it before, so keep your eye out for it. When we rig it, all we do is we have a little right angle jig hook and we run that straight through the nose, out the back, and then we're ready to cast it out. And as you saw just a while ago, it's a pretty deadly little lure, so we'll see how we go. We'll just flick it out, see if another one will have a crack. When you're using these squidgy bugs on the surface, the best retrieve is just a steady wind that keeps the bug on the surface and makes the tail flagellate, so you've got a nice ripple coming off it. So not a jerky retrieve, just keep winding steadily, and when the fish comes up behind it and he looks a bit fired up, stop it. The bug will just slide under the surface a couple of inches and he'll come up and suck it in, and that's when you strike. You'll get him. Oh, we've got you around the rack. Got a big fish, but that was fun watching you eat that bug. Oh. Okay, little one, Righty, relax. Don't worry about that net. Okay. Well, there you go. I reckon you probably saw that. Oh, there's one after that. Here's got a big brim after this bug. This is what we do. We drag it along, the brim behind it. We just stop it. The brim's eating it. Yep, got it. Oh, God, he's got me around the rack. Oh, can I get him back out? Oh, got the brim. Okay, he's out of the rack. Well done, Righty.
Oh, look at that leader, Bushy.
Leader is a bit shredded. Not a big fish, but whoops. Ah! Oh, that's one way to lose a fish. This leader's fairly shredded, and when we're bug fishing, we generally put a monofilament leader on, probably a metre or so long, in some cases a couple of metres, and then we put our bug, and then we tie that to our squidgy braid, which is only 4 pound, but trust me, it breaks a lot higher strength than 4 pound. And I hope you got a good look at that. The fish comes up behind the bug, eats it, and then you wait for him to eat it, strike him, and then hopefully don't get all wrapped up in the rack like I did. It's just a lot of fun, and the bug fishing is very, very exciting.
Get it. Oh, got him, got him. Oh, no, I thought he was getting out of there. Did he swallow that bug?
Oh, that's a great example of bug fishing, and the Chris Wright technique of absolutely giving the fish hell when you hook them. But that's what you've got to do in these situations, and that's another good reason to make sure you've got the best line in the business, the Squidgy braid. Tie really good knots, and absolutely go for broke when you hook a fish. And one other thing that I'll show you right now, I've just managed to hook the lease on the way through. I'll show you that. That's the drag we've got, and it's locked up with the pliers. So a couple of extra tricks there for you. Really wind that drag up tight so you can scull drag them out of the leases, and hang on tight, Chris.
God, this is fun.
Bowling just on some general casting.
I'll call you in, something good. Oh, just slurped it off the top. That's good fun. And this one's going mad. Oh, anyone who says this fun, not fun. Oh. Yeehaw! The bug.
Oh my God, that was great.
Yep. Oh, that's fun. Come on, little fish. Now, we've got something a little bit different here to show you. Most of these fish we've caught on the bug have been southern black brim, Acanthopagris butcheri, which is about the only Latin name I know. This one's actually a yellowfin brim, a northern one. And if you have a look at that little anal spine there, it's quite thick and quite long, and that's a really good way to tell whether you've got a southern black brim or a yellowfin brim. Don't worry about the colour of the fish, it's just mainly that anal spike. The other ones have got a much smaller anal spike. Anyway, this one's grabbed that bug, and it was really nice when he came up and nailed it off the surface. So I'll get that out of there with my pliers, and hopefully we'll get back in there and I'll catch another one. Thanks, fish. Okay. Got it.
Oh, that's a big brim, eh? Just come up and
Do you want me to get the net for that one?
whatever you should
Yeah, that's a pretty nice example of a southern black brim. And one of the big advantages when we're fishing the bugs, what Righty just did there is he threw right up over the top of those oyster leases with the bug, and because it's a surface lure, you can pull it and it bounces over all the rails. And that brim was just sitting here, and in a minute I can show you the exact rail that brim was sitting on. And as that little bug came over the top of the rail, Righty saw it come up and just sucked that lure in. Now have a look at this, follow me down here. Just over there you can see an oyster rail, and Righty managed to wriggle that bug straight over the top of the rail, and this fish just nailed it. That's well done, Righty. We'll get the bug out, we'll see if we can catch another one. Look at the big old rubbery lips on that thing, and I don't mean right.